We talk so much about wanting to create a certain ambience for the house and all that, but I never really knew much about the importance of lighting.
The prominent pendant lamps installed in the strategic areas of the home are what gave the spaces character. It helps draw you in and straight away lends a dignified presence to the space. But functional daily ambient and general lighting from Yeelight Pro are what gives the space its illumination. These smart lightings help to provide the different moods needed to convey the different emotions of the space.
One of the places that I find that is usually a little bit underrated is the bathroom.
出国的时候用到一些那种自动的马桶，就觉得哇，就人类的文明，我们要生活的有点叫什么？有点尊严啊。
We also used Kohler in the first home that we renovated together, and we really liked the products. In fact, we wanted to get the same range for our taps and our taps and our showers, because we loved it so much from the previous experience, which was why I think that was the first thing that we asked when we went down to the showroom, whether or not they still have that range in the finish that we wanted. They were the only ones who had the French gold finish for the taps, and we thought, wow, it really made a difference to our first home in our bathrooms, which was why we thought, hey, we want the same French gold look for our current place. And that is the reason why I think for the master bathroom, it was sort of also conceptualized with the French gold finish in mind.
To complement the bathroom tiles and to make sure that we have robust materials, we use laminates from Lamitech, and the countertops are actually from Surface Top Solutions, Crystal Quartz Top. They are hardy and dignified looking. That was the intent for the bathrooms.
When I look in interior design magazines, I've always liked the whole powder room, half-wall wallpaper sort of look. And we've never been able to create that because we've never had a powder room before. And now that this house has got a powder room, I was like, we got to do this, we got to make this look work. So half tile and half wallpaper. But after speaking to the folks at Wall Hub, they also advise us on how to do the prep of the walls such that you make sure that you minimize the possibility of the wallpaper being affected by water and moisture.
Wallpaper adds a touch of luxury to the space. They were used in many areas in the home, but one of the more statement pieces is the use of wallpaper in the powder room.
We wanted to find doors that would be very durable, that could basically withstand all that, pulling and closing and opening and all that.
好像我们刚才讲，我们是选了木地板，其实木地板最担心的就是雨水，真的要选一个非常 solid 的，也能够减少到那个太阳照射的这样的一个门。
I've come to realize that, well, there are windows and there are windows, and why is it important that we choose good quality windows? Because when you don't have a problem, you don't realize. We don't want to spend extra time having to deal with, like, my windows are leaking, or I can't have a good night rest because I'm affected by the noise. So in order for us to minimize all these problems, minimize the possibility of having to keep calling for servicing and all that, we decided to spend a little bit more to choose better quality windows. Soft finishings are very important for the house, right?
Yeah.
Because like wallpaper, it creates this feeling that you get, right? This ambiance. It can make the room look very cozy and intimate. So we actually found J&S because they have a wide range of fabrics, and a lot of their fabrics are, I think, European fabrics, which then I've come to realize why it's expensive, why it's different. It's just the way it's woven, it's the color, the quality, the way it drapes is also very important. So we wanted to choose the color palette that obviously fit with our theme of the wooden floors and the white cabinets.
So when it comes to occupants staying in a home, right, it's very dynamic. Homeowners would not only use the space for their own personal usage, but they entertain. And I think Joanne and Chi has also made it very clear that it is a space for their kids to grow up, and more importantly, in a healthy manner. So besides the activity, right, the space must serve that function, must quietly serve that function in the sense that the occupants using the space would feel happy, joyous, and healthy at the same time. So we have made sure that because it's an old property, right, more treatment is taken care of. So we have used the correct kind of paint to address the mold that's actually gathered over time, because it's a resale property. And beyond that, of course, the use of smart lighting, where it helps affects the moods and psychologically kind of get you to relax and be more cozy when you come into a space. Ambience play a part in our state of mind whenever it comes to coming back home and getting some kind of a rest. And beyond that, of course, is that the choice of materials in this project. We make sure that from laminates to even the wood flooring, the paint that we use, we don't introduce unnecessary toxicants into the space, because all these affects how the homeowners and the users, right, would feel in the long run. So we make sure that we had a chance to off-gas, allow the formatted height and the VOC to purge in the property before the project is completed, and that's how we make sure that we don't just only design a good space, right? We want to make sure that they can use it for many more years to come.